Welcome back, Captains and Admirals, to another video with the funny muffler. And today we're on Greece Domination, and we're playing with Final Boss, one of the Wargaming staff. And this replay will mainly be about Mr. Boss being a boss. So he's in the Friesland. I'm using my Lexington. So I'm pretty sure at the start of this match he mentioned that he's literally got the strongest AA build on the Friesland. I'm not sure if it's the strongest in the game, but I know he's got a very, very strong anti-air build on his Friesland. So Mr. Boss is one of the Wargaming staff. He used to be one of the community managers. I believe he was promoted past that, and he now works a bit more internally. But still likes to play with him. Now he was kind enough to let me jump in with it for a few games with himself. So we'll see if Final Boss can stand up to his name. Is he going to be the final boss for the enemy team? So we will have a few things to talk about in this video as well. So in this video they have announced that they will be nerfing the Ark Royal. They haven't, I don't think they've worked out what they're going to do yet, because they haven't posted any, you know, definitive patch notes or anything that will be explaining what they're going to do to the Ark Royal. So we can only speculate. So my opinion, they're either going to reduce the aircraft health. They might shrink the attack squadron sizes, or it'll be a direct damage nerf, so they'll nerf the damage of the bombs and the torpedoes. So hopefully they won't nerf the actual amount of planes itself, because the amount of planes is very nice, and we want the Ark Royal to still have its own unique feature. Obviously it's got the cluster bombs as well, or carpet bombs, sorry, same as the all British carriers. So we're gonna want to give it its own unique identity, stand out as well. Some people have suggested that they could move it to tier 7. I don't think that'd be a good idea personally. I think she'd better off staying at tier 5, but just tweaking, you know, her damage output, you know, things like that. So maybe. So, for example now, I think each plane drops 6 bombs. So you've got 3 planes in an attacking squadron. So, you know, 18 bombs, that's a lot of bombs. So what they could do is keep the amount of bombs the same, reduce the damage of the bombs, reduce the fire chance, and maybe reduce the penetration slightly. But, like I said, I'm not a game dev. I can't speak for Wargaming. I'm just offering, you know, some suggestions, but we don't want them to nerf it into the ground and have it be absolutely useless. So for anybody who's not happy with the Ark Royal being nerfed, they are offering refunds, so you can submit a ticket, and once the patch is launched, they will refund you. So obviously you'll lose the Ark Royal, but they will refund you the doubloon value for her. Personally, I say just keep the Ark Royal, because I can't see the Ark Royal coming back, personally. I think they're going to change her. And, you know, we haven't seen the Independence come back, and the Independence is quite strong at tier 5. It's not broken, but it's strong. You know, the Ark Royal is yet again another step above that again. But she is a historic ship, you know, she's the ship that helped sink the Bismarck, you know, she disabled her rudder with her torpedo bombers. So, I would say, just out of respect for the ship, to keep the ship. But to each their own. Just make sure you've thoroughly thought it over before committing to having a refund. Because I can't see them, once you reissue the refund, I can't see them crediting the ship back to your account, or the ship coming back to be able to purchase at any point. Not for at least the near future, anyway. Hit that Iowa pretty hard there, 11,000 damage. But yeah, strangely enough, even though Final Boss is in the Friesland, as you can just tell, he's got a clear sky. The carrier has absolutely fixated on him. And I know I'm one to bump my gums about saying, now take the destroyers out. If they're Frieslands or Ostergotlands, don't go after them. They're just going to end up, even if you do kill them, you're going to lose so many planes doing it. It's really not worth it. And a Friesland isn't that dangerous to the battleships because, you know, it doesn't have torpedoes. Yes, it has a high rate of fire and it can potentially burn them to death. But as long as the battleships play smart and don't allow themselves to be caught out. Now, if you see a smoke, or should we say an angry smoke stream with a lot of fire coming out of it, just back off. Because if he wants to keep shooting you, he's going to have to come out of that smoke stream and shoot you. In turn, allowing himself to be detected, and then you can at least return fire. But I did my my usual pro streamer thing and pro YouTuber thing. I've left the overlay chat on at the top left, so hooray! Muffler, having a muffler moment. And we've just made a big mistake here. As you can tell, we've pushed a bit too far. Constellation does get us, which is unfortunate. You hit him twice, he's low and he's flooding. And pop goes the weasel.
We sunk their battleship.
Ooh, Mr. Boss is low. Very low. So teams are about even. They still have their carrier. They also have a cruiser. We have 4 battleships remaining. They've got 2. 3. We just lost our John Bart. Iowa goes down. To our friendly Iowa. The Ostergotland is currently fighting one of our battleships down to the south. We haven't seen any of the carriers' planes for a little bit. So he's most likely been deplaned. Because I shot down 3 planes as well. Our team have probably knocked down another few. So he might just be conserving his planes now and just waiting for them to replenish. The problem is he's not supporting his team. But this Reichslew's got a lot of health. Our boss is trying his best to burn him down. Friendly battleships moving up. I will say I do like the Friesland. The Friesland's a really good destroyer. And I'm not much of a destroyer player. I don't mind gunboats. Torport, I'm a bit pantsing, so I tend to try and stay away from them. Ooh, Mr. Boss, 302 hit points. But yeah, I know everyone gives Wargaming a hard time, but let's be fair. They are trying their best. I know a lot of people like to bash them, and it's like the in thing to do to bash them. But I do think we should cut them a bit of slack. At the end of the day, they are a business. They do need to make money. But let's be fair. The product they've made, it's a really good product. It's a good game. You know, yes, it's got its kinks in it. You know, fleets aren't perfect. Updates have been a bit dry until fleets. But you've got to think, there's only so many of them, and they can only do so much at once. So, to be fair, I do think Wargaming do need a round of applause. Actually goes down, but he does take the Iowa with him. So it's just Boss now versus the Ostergotland, the Saipan, and a cruiser. I'm not sure what that cruiser is. We do have a friendly battleship left.
Run short. Only 5 minutes remain.
It's the FTG. Oh, the commander I'm using is Lady Liberty. It's the one you get from completing the Semper Fortis collection. So if that's who if you're wondering who I'm using, that's who I'm using. I've also got Bluto and Popeye finally. So I just need to get the skin for the Colorado. I do have all the skins for Stellar Clash as well. I did buy a couple of crates Monday. You know, I wanted them. Helps the fleet out, so, you know, it was a win-win. But the fleet gets more oil, so we can get some more perks. There's the Ostra. Gotland. So I think what Boss was doing there, he literally just baited him towards him by firing, and I don't know why the Ostra came towards him. He gets thrown at by Boss. Boss kills him. You know, let's be fair. Is it skill or is it dev armor? And let's be fair, Final Boss is a very good player. Here comes the carrier. 3 planes in that squadron, and he's trying to fly away. I don't know why he's flying away. He should have just, you know, bit the bullet and just flown in trying to get some bombs. You literally only need to get like literally a glancing hit with a bomb, and it'll probably kill Boss. You know, even if he just sets a fire, you know. But we didn't do too bad ourselves. 11 torpedo hits, 89,000 damage, 4 fires, 2 kills, a defend, 6 spots. Not too bad. Yet again, he's meandering around with his planes. Right, here he comes. The Boss got this. He's dropped really far to the side. That was very strange. There's the carrier. Thing with the Saipan is it's a good carrier, but she hasn't got any secondaries. If this was any other carrier, you know, or any of the tier 7 carrier at least. Bombs fell behind. You know, he could literally just turn in, charge Boss, and literally just wait to get a secondary hit. It's situations like this where you really want to have a Graf Zeppelin with a full secondary build. Yeah, this guy is literally down in his luck. He's got like no planes left. 1 bomber coming in. Didn't hear the bombs drop. Yeah, Boss is just chipping him away, you know. I think we got this in the bag.
We stand victorious.
GG's. But yeah, let me know what you think of the incoming Ark Royal nerf, you know. Let me know down in the comments what you think, you know, they may be doing. 3400 base XP. He did well. Very well. But yeah, let me know what you think they're going to do to Ark Royal, and let me know your thoughts. If you are new, please hit the subscribe button. Please leave a like and leave a comment. If you didn't like the video, feel free to dislike the video and leave a comment with some criticism. And I will catch you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. and good luck in fair seas.